What do the crews of all these winches have in common? There's a good chance that not so long ago they were air cadets themselves preparing for a launch in a wing. Your launch today may not be quite so dramatic. This short presentation will give you the information that you require to ensure that it will be an enjoyable, rewarding, and above all, an absolutely safe experience. Welcome to Winching in the Air Cadet Mel Winch.
Now that you've seen the video, is anyone genuinely retarded or any aversions to follow?
Please note that it is important to let a staff member know if you are suffering from any medical condition that may affect your fitness to launch. Remember, even a simple hangover can cause problems, so don't take chances.
And does anyone have any questions?
When it's your turn to launch, you'll be assisted with fitting your gloves by a member of the gliding school staff, or perhaps the instructor of the winch that you are about to drive.
Later today, the instructor will come and get you from caravan and get you fitted with the gloves. Okay then Glenn, if you'd just like to...
Please make sure that you are not carrying fire hazards in your pockets such as lighters or matches. Your footwear should not have metal studs or a slippy undersole that would cause you to slip on entry to the winch. There are two types of gloves in use for air cadet winches, the Mark 71 white and the Mark 72 DPM. The fitting arrangement for both types is similar, so only the DPM will be discussed. Put the gloves on like a glove. Left glove first, being careful to insert the correct fingers into the correct holes. Pull the elasticated collar towards the wrist. This collar is then passed underneath the coverall sleeve and secured with the attached Velcro strip. The gloves can then be swapped to suit your finger length if necessary.
That's good.
When properly fitted, the gloves will just prevent your fingers from extending fully erect. They will be fine when seated in the winch, so don't be tempted to remove the gloves while you are waiting to launch.
Okay Glenn, this is the winch you're going to be operating today. I'll just open the door.
You will usually occupy the left seat. First, sit on the cab seat.
Right arm on the seat behind you, left arm on the seat there.
Carefully swing your right leg over the instrument panel and onto the floor. Being careful not to kip the instrument panel, particularly the guillotine. Now, while still supporting your weight, bring your left leg up onto the cab floor. Then gently ease yourself down onto the seat. A similar technique will be used to climb into the right seat.
Okay, so here we have the RPM gauge. This tells us whether we're in rising or sinking power.
Once secure in the cab, he will point out the main winching instruments and driving controls.
And then we have the throttle here as well. Okay Glenn, I'll just close the door. Okay. Door is closed, silver lever is upwards and resists sideways pressure.
Just before the launch, the instructor will complete his pre-launch checks and explain the launch procedure.
Wings level. Winch on. All clear above and behind. Still clear ahead.
During cable tow-outs, the instructor will show you some of the local area. The Mel has excellent all-round visibility, so take advantage and look around. You may also be asked to neaten up the strops. The correct technique for handling the controls will be explained, and you will be shown how the winch responds to control inputs. If the instructor wants you to follow him through on the controls, he will ask you to follow me through.
Okay Glenn, so follow me through.
Place your hands and feet lightly on the controls and repeat. Following through, sir.
Following through, sir.
The winching controls are not sensitive, so he will explain how the Mel winch responds to control inputs. Please make sure that you do not restrict the movements of the controls while you are following through. At some point in the day, the instructor will want you to take control and drive the winch yourself. he will say, "You have control."
Okay then, Glenn, you have control.
Place your hands and feet on the controls and repeat, "I have control, sir."
I have control, sir.
When the instructor wants to take control again, he will say, "I have control."
I have control.
Simply release the controls and say, "You have control, sir."
You have control, sir.
There is a small chance you may feel unwell during your day. It's important to tell the instructor straight away. He will gently turn off the winch and take you back to the launch point. Take out the sick bag, which is located in the center console, so that it is ready for use. Please make sure that you use the sick bag, otherwise the winch will be made unserviceable for several days. Emergencies in the MEL are rare, but can happen at any time.
Well, that was a launch failure, Glenn. Not to worry, well-practiced procedure.
However, if the cable should break during a launch, the instructor will carry out a well-practiced procedure to recover the cable safely back to the winch. In an extreme emergency, it may be necessary to bail out. You can assist the instructor by staying calm and carrying out his instructions, so don't worry, you're in good hands. Statistically, you're more likely to win the lottery jackpot. Nevertheless, we must be prepared for any eventuality. The following demonstration is given by a staff instructor. For simplicity, the winch is facing the correct direction with the brakes applied. The instructor will give the order to abandon the winch. Jump, jump, jump. You will have to jettison the door by turning the silver handle and pushing the door away. When the door is open, positively identify the exit and release yourself by turning through at least 45 degrees. Lever yourself out of the door and into a crouching position. Look down, identify and place your hands on the support handles. Then dive or jump off the ladder. To reduce the risk of injury on landing, try to spread the shock by rolling over onto your side. After landing, stand up in the normal manner. In all probability, your launch will end with an uneventful cable retrieve. You will have had the opportunity to drive the winch yourself, and above all, you will have experienced the thrill of glider launching in an Air Cadet MEL winch, and perhaps extended your abilities.
You enjoy that, Glenn? Yeah? Great, well, I've another go in a minute.
While you're at the winch, do talk to your instructor. You should aim to learn something from every visit to a winch, but most important of all, you should enjoy the experience.